A lot of people have been asking me to review this little RC car. So this is the Haiboxing 2997A, a 1/12 scale electric four-wheel drive truggy. Kind of comes and goes on Amazon, selling between $150 and $200. So we're going to be taking a look at this little truck. Have not seen one of these before. It is RTR, four-wheel drive center, front and rear diff, so that's pretty cool. 2.4 gigahertz body, radio, aluminum shocks, ball bearings, brushless power. So it checks all the boxes. And yeah, let's take a look at what it comes with. So some nice little stickers. I think the body is partially stickered up, but you can always add more. There's the body clips with little tethers. Here's the radio we're going to take a look at. So, pulling this thing off, here's what the radio looks like. Very basic radio. I have seen some of this stuff before, so probably not super high-end radio, but we'll see how that goes. This edition does come with a LiPo here, a little basic charger. Looks like USB plugs in. Some extra CVA, so that's pretty cool. Extra turnbuckles, extra threaded screws. Little hex wrench for wheel nuts, it looks like. Some metal gold hexes as well. That's pretty cool. Nice little upgrades there out of the box. Wing that you will have to attach yourself. A little screwdriver to do so. And then some extra additional stuff. So it does come with a second battery. Interesting. And then some little information to download the QR code. Here is the manual. 2997A, 40 years older and higher. So everything is in English. Troubleshooting guide, spare parts list. Shows you kind of how things get assembled and what the parts are. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, a decent manual. User manual, just a little sheet. Some specs here. 45 amp ESC, brushless sensorless motor, 2 and 3 cell LiPos. Here's the truck itself. Yeah, I'd say it's 12 scale. That looks about right, about the size of like a Minimax or maybe like a Reliable Omni Terminator or something like that. Shocks are pretty bouncy. Doesn't feel like a lot of oil in the shocks, so we'll want to thicken that up. Body feels pretty decent. Some skid rails and stuff. Looks like LEDs as well that you can plug in. So I presumably the light bar here up top. It looks decent overall. It does have a nice little roll cage, adds some extra durability. Here's the truck itself. So yeah, I have not seen one of these before. This is definitely a new platform for me. I've not seen before. Steer receiver, a little bit on the soft side. Aluminum shocks, aluminum shock cast with a composite piece onto the shock mounts, double wishbone suspension. Looks like dog bones in the rear and CVAs up front. So little 5-star wheels, very firm foams, almost hard. I would characterize it as adjustable shock body mounts. Looks like you can raise and lower them. Adjustable toe links here in the front. You do have some adjustments. Here's a 40 amp ESC with the fan on top. Fairly small battery tray, so you will want to run stock stuff. Heatsink here with some sticker residue for some reason. Fairly small can motor, but it does say it has a center differential, so well, that's very nice. Diffs have a decent amount of resistance. Bumper here, substantial. No real bumper here in the back. The shocks are very wide offset, so interesting that they're almost like 45 degrees. Usually they're a little more vertical than that and not going all the way out to the ends of the arms, but that would be a little bit stiffer. Sprung pretty well, actually. Just seems a little underdamped, but pretty firmly sprung. The chassis is kind of interesting. Looks like a pretty standard 10 scale servo there, so that's nice. Certainly something to upgrade. A little metal plate here as well. That's interesting. Battery straps, some tie downs or zip ties for the wires. Brushless motor, definitely. A little mini receiver box, so you could definitely change out the radio without adjusting the ESC or anything like that. Looks like the capacitors for the ECs are just kind of taped on or something. Here's a power switch. It does have a Dean's plug compatible battery connector there. All plastic chassis, fairly smooth, very low LCG. Interesting sort of ribbing here on the I don't know what you call it, center diff cover or something like that. Phillips head hardware throughout. Quality control sticker. A couple of little locations for the shock mounts, so you can do a little bit of tuning. A lot of people say this is a very durable RC car and presumably reasonably fast as well. So this will be interesting to take out for a drive. So yeah, we just got to charge the battery and let's see how this thing actually drives. All right, we got the LiPo charged up. I did refill the shocks with, I think it was 50 weight. Just out of the box, it seemed way under damp, so this should help a little bit. But other than that, completely stock, and we're ready for the first run. Little monster here. Okay, quite entertaining. Good speed. Decent traction. Servo saver seems maybe a hair soft. Yeah, a little bit soft on the servo saver, but oh. Okay. Not a ton of rotation control, but yeah, you will definitely want to stay on throttle on your jumps. Discs are just a little bit light. That's leading to a bit of traction issues. Probably a good idea to throw in some thick grease or thicker diff fluid. Just very light overall. So it's got the different, I think 3 differentials, but front flip, but that'll just help it maintain like all 4 wheels on the ground. As soon as one kind of lifts, it's you lose some traction on that wheel, and then kind of tends to want to spin out. But you keep the tires all on the ground. I gotta say the suspension setting I made is quite good. So yeah, thick up shock fluid, throw in some maybe thicker diff fluids, and I think this thing will be tuned quite well. It's quite composed with the Did we get a backflip? Oh, we did. Barely. Probably landed on the front bumper there. So yeah, I guess you can backflip out of the box. Just barely. Okay, there you go. First run of the 2997A. I'll have a link in the description below where you can pick one of these up. Just good little mini truggy. I think it needs a little bit of tuning, thicker shock fluid, probably thicker diff fluids, and then it'll actually drive a little better. It's a little edgy out of the box, so that will help it maintain traction a little bit better, I think, especially here on dirt. On asphalt or high traction surface, probably won't notice as much, but yeah, it seems durable. I haven't broken anything. Did take some crashes, can backflip out of the box, and with included battery, I think it's pretty good. The radio's fine, you know, nothing great about it, but it's adequate and just kind of a pretty decent little starter truggy, especially if you want something on the mini scale side. So yeah, there are other mini truggies out there, but this is definitely one of the better ones, I think, for sure, especially at the price and the components you get, and you know, pretty much a pretty good design overall. Just need some tuning, and I think you got something that will drive pretty good. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.